Hello everyone, Phoenix here, and I don't have an intro for this, so we're just gonna get right into it, and I'll talk as ideas come through my brain. New ranked season came up. I was unable to escape gold last season, but this time for sure, I'm gonna get that platinum border. But more than that, I have a new deck I'm gonna try running. I had a lot of fun running Boral last time, but I also had to think more than I like to. So now, as you can see, I'm going to be running this new Lyrilusk deck. So monster, special one to your hand. Add to your hand, send the other to the graveyard. Hit the bird call, see if he has a response. That's max C, that's totally fine. If I do this right, he won't be able to stop me. Actually, I'm going to go smarter than that. Called by the grave. This just stops him from drawing, more specials from the deck. It'll just stop Max C from resolving. He could call by my Ash if I try to do that, so I'll use called by to stop him. Wow, that was the right call. This deck is unbeatable. I'm the greatest duelist alive. I can't believe he gave up after that. He had 4 other cards in his hand. What do you think I was going to do? What a successful opening. Oh, let's go again. I won immediately going first last time. Let's try that one more. This is pretty close to the same opener. Alright, special summon. Don't have another in hand. It's not great, but I can get one out and summon it that way. But doesn't have the protections that I like. Crap, I hate this. Where art thou? There's one who brings back from the grave. Do they do more? Special summon add one Lyrilusk spell trap. Control special summon and 1 level 1 winged beast monster from your hand, which I can do, but I'd rather keep Crow for its hand trap effect. And I actually want Wagtail for what I'm trying to do. Use these 2 to make a symbol. Nightingale. I'd like to have had Cobalt Sparrow on this too, because when Cobalt Sparrow is used in material, it makes what's summoned untargetable, which just gives the symbol Nightingale way more protection. But with Wagtail on it, I can use Nightingale's effect every turn. So Nightingale's effect makes it so that it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and I take no battle damage. So on my opponent's turn, because my monster only has 400 attack points, at some point I'll remove Wagtail to activate its protections. Then on my turn, I can use Wagtail's engrave effect to reattach it, allowing me to just keep going. Unfortunately, I do not have a great hand to grow Nightingale, because what I'd like to do is get out another... What am I playing against? Infernoid. Use its own procedure. Bash it for monsters you control instead of those in the graveyard. I'm worried about that, so I think I'm going to kick that off right now out of fear. Alright, Nightingale safe for the turn. Hopefully. Can still be targeted and bounced. But it can't be destroyed and I take no damage. During my face on top to the grave. If any were light sworn, gain attack points. That doesn't matter to me. What did you send? Infernoid for my? Once per turn, target one set card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. That card cannot be activated in response to this card's effect. Alright, that's unfortunate. He could just get rid of my Imperm. Except he already banished it. Now he has Patrulia. What do you do? Once per turn. Oh, it's on field. You can target one spell trap on the field, destroy it. This card cannot attack the turn to do that. Activating impermanence in response to that would accomplish the same thing as him destroying it, which is imperm is off the field and his effect is not going to go off. So I don't see a point to resolving this. Unless I was really feeling funky and I wanted to make sure. Why not? It's a response. In case Raiden would have stayed at the end of the turn, I don't want him milling more for this Infernoid nonsense he's on about. And he is prompted to respond. So he has a something. He could have a called by. He could have some other quick play thing. Hey, Fishing Fire. Thanks for the follow. What is he doing? He could make a rank 8. Not even rank 8. Synchro. Level 8. He could make a rank 4. He's really thinking this turn out. Rank 4. Sky Blaster. Attach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster on the field. Change your face-down defense position. Book a Moon. You can attach 2 from this material. Target one other face-up card on the field. Shuffle it into the deck. That's what I didn't want him to do. Because he can target me still, because I didn't get Sparrow. Wait, what? He's Book of Mooning. I don't think that undoes the effect of my protections. I guess we'll find out in a second. Yeah, my protection still stands. I didn't lose that because that's just a effect applied to me for the turn. I kind of don't want to do this. He was not given a prompt to respond to that. But if I don't do this, then I really have nothing with Crow. All I have to worry about is just taking damage. I think. Yeah, this sucks. But I'm doing it. Oh, it does suck. Either add to your deck or send to the graveyard, then special summon with a different name. From your hand. This sucks. Do I have one that can activate its effect in the grave that's helpful in any way? Special summon. Crap, I hate that I'm gonna do this. Am I gonna do this? Is this smart? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think any of this through. Alright, who's on the list? Who's useful? Take battle damage from attacking foot damage you point equal amount of damage you took. Once monster, don't kill material. Nope, you don't help. Gains 300 attack and defense for each material attached to this card, which would be 3, so gain 900. Attach one to this card, add one and less from your deck to your hand. I think I want Starling. I'll do Starling to boost up Nightingale. Unless one of the other ones is useful. Ensemble, what do you do? Detach one, target one special monster, return it to the hand. That's helpful. 500 attack for each material attached to it. If this card is in position set to the graveyard, take one lose in the graveyard, add to your hand. That has potential. Promenade. Spells or traps does not help. Ensemble Robin. One special summons, you can detach one shield from his guard, target one special monster, return to the hand. On the other hand, do I not have Downward in here? Did I take out Downward, really? Oh, there you are. Bring my Fates 2. By those turns. One monster controls material. Alright, I know what I'm doing. He said with little idea of what he was doing. No, that'll just send everyone else away. I'm gonna leave it at this, like an idiot. Token. I'll respond. Set off Wagtail. Pray my opponent doesn't have a response. Alright, cool. My bridge is safe this turn. I'm not going to use Ensemble's effect. Not yet. Ensembles effect isn't a once per turn. That's interesting. He just ends his turn. I think I am just going to go ahead and make Draco future. Wait. That would require getting rid of all my birds. I got myself in a corner. I'm in a box. But at the same time, I don't think my opponent can really do much either. So for now, I have the advantage. It is a slow crawl and not at all interesting to watch, but could be worse. Activate Nightingale. Get rid of Wagtail. Birds are safe. Just a little jar. Actually, looks kind of like one of them light bulbs. Alright, what's he doing? Discard 1. Add a void spell trap from deck to hand, accept punishment or null void. You can't normal special monster except the rest of the turn except Infernoid. Once per turn, if an Infernoid monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calc, send this card to the graveyard, banish those monsters. Oh. I don't want you to do things. Also, I don't want you to banish my birds. In order to banish, it would have to be battled with an Infernoid monster, which you are currently lacking, unless... Yeah, I don't think token counts. And it's only a once per turn. This does count. I have a problem. Yeah, I have a problem. And he's going to attack even though I still have my protections up. This guy's firing on all cylinders. So add one level 1 from deck to your hand. there anyone I can summon? Yes, there is. I'm trying to think because I really want to get rid of his Sky Blaster just because it's a big body and it's annoying. I could go into Zeus, but I really don't want to. Let's grab special summon from the hand. That doesn't matter. Wagtail can bring itself back though. Turn, turn a spell trap, control, shuffle into the deck. That can get rid of Void Expansion. If I want another assembled Nightingale to be able to protect everyone. Oh, I hate what I've done. I have an idea. Assemble Nightingale. Not you. Yes, you. New assembled Nightingale. Recital Starling. Which I'm not going to activate that effect. Let's return it. Attach one material from this card. No. Increase attack by defense by 300 per material. Activate Wagtail. Put Wagtail back onto the new assembled Nightingale. Now I'm bigger than my opponent. Add one winged beast monster from your hand. Doesn't really matter which one I detach. Are you a once per turn? Hand, you can target one of those monster graveyard, special summon a monster. You can only use effectively less Barrel Canary once per turn. Why not? I'll guarantee I have something to do next turn. Swing over for 100. Swing 3 times for 2,400. Lyrilusc is a thinking man's deck. And I'll swing with Recital Starling, because she's there. On its turn, they can get themselves an Infernoid token. Activate the effect of Nightingale. There goes Wagtail. The opponent has no response. Void Expansion gives them a token. He's picking where to put it. It's in defense mode this time, so he couldn't attack and do the banish move again this turn with that token. But if he does summon another Infernoid that's actually a threat, I'm going to actually use Ensemble Robin this time. So if he does any special summoning, Robin's effect is going to go off. And on my turn, I can make Beryl Canary, bring back Sapphire Swallow, turn them into something, put Wagtail back on Assembled Nightingale. Just keep making birds. Which at that point, I might go into Draco Future. Yeah, I could use Recital Starling, get rid of its last material, turn it and whatever I summon into F-Zero, turn that into Draco Future. That's the plan. Good plan, great plan. Good Lord Almighty, what did you just summon? Hand. Summon Inferno Monsters, Banishment Monsters dead. Can't target monsters except the biggest one. I'm going to get rid of you in case I have cards that target specifically Lyrilusk, because having the crows in the grave gives me nothing. Just gonna get rid of him. He could summon it again, and if he does, I'm gonna bounce it again. My effect doesn't know once per turn. When I say get, you get. Now what are you doing? Triple monster target with card opponent's graveyard, banish it. You banishing my Wagtail? He absolutely is. He banished Sapphire Swallow? She didn't hurt nobody. Just a little bird. Also, that's the wrong target to banish if you want to stop me. Rebanish monster, turn to the graveyard. Well, this got annoying. And he's gonna summon it again. I've already used Nightingale's effect, so I might as well keep doing this. He contributed again. Maybe this time he'll target Wagtail. Regardless, I do still have my protections up from using Nightingale at the start of his turn. Again, Sapphire Swallow. Not the one that's keeping me alive. Jesus Christ, really, buddy? Well, explains why he had so many chances to respond to things. He had so many cards banished. So now he's going to bring it back again, and he could use its effect again. But as it stands, I'm still at the advantage, I think. So I could do next turn, and if he keeps this thing on board. Unless he can activate its effect during either of our turns. Once per turn during either player's turn, so I might not go into Draco. No, it is during either turn, so I would want to go into Draco. Because the alternative is I go F-Zero, take it, just start slam jamming into the guy. So on my turn, I can use Recital Starling, get me another bird. Then these two both have no unit, so there's no reason not to turn them into F-Zero. And then I'll turn F-Zero into Draco. Which give me a Draco with 3 units on it, which is more than enough negates. It's turn 8. Archlit Swan. From the field, banish that target. Oh, that's not good. Paying 1,000, probably getting rid of Nightingale. No? That's unexpected. See ya, bird. He goes into battle phase, not remembering that I activated Nightingale's effect. That does nothing. You also didn't get rid of Wagtail. Actually, I don't even have to overcomplicate this mess. Next turn, I'll use Wagtail's effect, put it back on. Nightingale will have 3 attacks, swing 3 times for 24. Swing with Recital Starling. Her effect will make all battle damage I take is inflicted to my opponent. So I can just slam her into any one of his monsters, and that'll finish him off. Or not. Could make another Nightingale. Activate Wagtail. He's prompted to respond with an Infernoid, which may have been why he ignored doing it to Wagtail, because he knew he could just do it on my turn to stop me from starting off the combo. Assuming he thought that far ahead. Currently doubtful. Tribute your boy. Alright, that gets me 2. Just material, trying to spell trap doesn't help. Use her effect to add 1 to my hand. Let me summon. I'm doing this a little goofy, but it should work out alright. Activate her effect. Targeting the symbol Nightingale. Nightingale goes up to 1200 with 2 attacks per turn. Activate her effect. Get rid of Turquoise Warbler. Really matter if I check at this point. Go with you. Second Wagtail comes out. Sapphire Swallow comes out. Add a Lurelisk Speller Trap to my hand. Yes. I want Bird Sanctuary. I am just doing this because I can. Promenade Thrush. Activate its effect. So let me reattach that removed unit. Activate your effect. Control an Xyz monster with 3 more materials. Attach something as a unit. Activate the other effect. Assembled Nightingale. Promenade Thrush. Thrush becomes the material along with all of its materials. Which means I am now a monster with 2,000 attack points that can attack directly 6 times. Goodbye, Rising 37X. It was a hell of a ride we went on. Moving up in the world. That was such a long match. I'm gonna go first. Because I said so. Donnie. I think you know who you're messing with. This feels like a pretty good hand. Doesn't have Warbler though. Monsters, special card from your hand, special one of this monster from your hand or graveyard. Monster special this card and one level 1 from your hand. Or a special summon, you can add one when these monster from your deck to your hand. I can just make a monster right now. Special summon, face up attack. Activate your effect. No. Please tell me he surrenders just after I play Warbler. Cobalt. You. Cobalt's effect activates, which lets me get whoever I want in my hand. Read Wagtail. Summon Wagtail. Special summon. Assembled Nightingale. Pray my opponent doesn't have Nibiru. That's 5 summons, and they were prompted with no response. I also added a card to my hand, so they don't have Ash Blossom. I will end my turn. Four attacks, 800 attack, can swing directly for 3,200 per turn. Also can't be targeted because Cobalt Sparrow isn't part of it, so that helps a lot. Super Heavy Samurai. If it's cursed from field to graveyard, add one, so it's just a normal summon. I'm going to respond immediately. Wagtail. He was not given prompt to respond, which makes me feel really safe. Activates the effect of this. Equipped best effects. Monster controls cannot attack. Monster controls cannot attack monsters you control. That's except the equipped monsters. I'm not attacking monsters, so that would be fine. You attribute the monster you control from this card. Effects plus one Super Samurai from your deck. So he's giving him any Super Heavy. What's your effect engrave? Field of Grave, add one Super Heavy Samurai from deck to hand. That's all fine. No problems. Got the triple tactics. Don't know if it's going to come up. He's picking Samurai to go to hand and one to go to field. Nightingale's effect already activated, so I won't take damage, be destroyed by battle or card effect, and I can't be targeted. Zeus would still get around that, but I don't expect Zeus from a Super Heavy Samurai player. I don't know what to expect from a Super Heavy Samurai player. Super Heavy Samurai Shield Wall. Soul Shield Wall. Defense goes up to 1200. If it's targeted for an attack, you can send this card to the graveyard and negate the attack, but the monster defense becomes 0. That's fine. His walls do not matter when I am attacking directly. He thinks he's going to finish me off this turn. That or he just didn't read. He didn't read. Now he's currently trying to figure out why I didn't take damage. Swing it again to double check. Like flicking the light switch when the bulb's gone out. I am not going to try and do a greedy wing requital play with Crow. I could go into Zeus, but I think I'm fine. So, Mr. Samurai, what is your out for a little bird? Birdie bird. Normal summoned, you can change the battle position. This card can attack while in defense mode. Defense if you have no spell traps in your graveyard, you can change its face percentage to attack mode. If you do, once you're summoned from deck to hand, you can only use this effect once per turn. I will take this opportunity to set off Wagtail to the grave and protect my Nightingale again. Effect resolves. I am safe as far as I know for this turn. If I'm able to summon another Nightingale. Not another Nightingale. Well, no, another Nightingale would be helpful too. But more than that, a Recital Starling to boost up Nightingale. That's what I want to try to go for, but the issue is how. If I draw Sapphire Swallow, that could do it. Bird Call would get me there. draw... What's her name? Feral Canary. Then instead of bringing back Wagtail, I can use that to make Recital Starling, boost up. If I draw Feral Canary, use her, bring back Wagtail, make Recital Starling, use Recital Starling to boost up Nightingale, detach material of Wagtail from... I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just going to wait and see what my opponent does. Because right now I think I'm fine. I don't have to worry about anything. But as I was narrating my future victory, summon Recital Starling, remove Wagtail as its unit to activate its effect to draw me another Lyrilusk, then use Wagtail's effect in the grave to reattach itself to Assembled Canary, who at that point would have, I want to say, 1,400 attack points and 4 attacks per turn, which would more than get me there. That's one situation where I can win next turn. What the heck do you do? Look at 5 cards at the top of your deck, place them on top of the deck in any order. Once the monster declares a direct attack, you can banish this card from the graveyard, activate the top of your deck, and Super Heavy Samurai monster, add it to your hand. If you do, the attacking monster attack becomes 0. Interesting. That would prove a problem if I wasn't going to banish it once it's in your graveyard. That is a smart way around that. I'm going to let you think you did it. Hold on. Are you banishing it to activate its other effect instead of waiting for me to attack directly? No, you're activating on the phone just when it's sent to the graveyard to stack your deck. That's fine. That is totally fine. It'd be a lot finer if you did it faster. Maybe I'm asking for too much. I wasn't paying attention. He's still just swinging away. Another DD Crow. Let's get you out of there. This is very unfortunate for this poor man. And I pass turn. Hmm. He's really thinking out this choice. Just bring back a samurai, man. Well, let me just check the chain. He's targeting Super Heavy Samurai Wagon. I'm tempted to give this man a bad day. I'm gonna do it. We were dragging that out for too long. I had to break his spirit. Let's keep it going. I'll go first. If you don't mind. Add one, then send one to the graveyard. This is. Let this card and that monster. If you control one beast, you can special on both this card and one from your hand. Opponent prompted to respond. Hand traps question mark. Ash Blossom. Do I have a way to get Wagtail? Push someone one from your hand to graveyard. Do any of you add to hand? You do, right? Yes, you do. So Cobalt Sparrow, you can go to grave. Sapphire Swallow, you go to field. Activate the effect of Barrel Canary, targeting Cobalt. You get summoned. You get summoned. Your effect goes off. So they absolutely have an Ash Blossom. Or something. It's gotta be an Ash Blossom. Or Effect Veiler. Let's respond to me summoning things before there are monsters on board, so it has to be Ash Blossom. Do a normal summon. And now the ever treacherous 5th summon. I sure hope he doesn't throw a giant rock at me. And he was not prompted to do anything in response to my 5th summon. So I'm going to pass turn, because this thing has all the good fixins. Boosted attack points, can't be targeted, I can use its own effect. Everything's looking up Phoenix, which makes me ever so nervous. Oh, jeez, it's one of you. Gonna activate this. Wagtail. Hello, Dark Magician. Set it back row. Two back row. Well, this is probably Eternal Soul. Goes into battle phase, so he can't read. He is now reading. He read. Feral Canary. Activate your effect. Targeting Wagtail. Check for opponent response. Eternal Soul. I'm gonna Ash Blossom that because you're annoying me by virtue of you playing Dark Magician. No adding for you. I might be able to finish him off this turn if this all goes off. Alright, come on, Superstar. Let's figure out what your game plan is. You only have so many cards to look at for responses. I'll take Bird Sanctuary. Let's make Recital Starling using you two. Your effect activates. Boost up you. Activate the effect of my Bird Sanctuary to draw a card. Check to see if my opponent has an Ash Blossom they're holding on to. Do a Grave effect? No. Do I want to use Recital Starling? There's his Ash Blossom. All this? Totally fine. Now use Recital Starling's effect, removing Wagtail. Do I want any of you really? None more than Crow. Activate the effect of my Wagtail. He is not being prompted to respond. Target my two monsters. Lyralesque. Recital Starling becomes the material. 6 attacks, 2,000 attack points. Say goodbye to your life. 1, 2, 3, and 4 puts him out the door. And goodbye, Dark Magician. I will not mourn you. Almost broke my way back into gold. Hey, a gold one. Got some yams. I'll go first because it's working out. It's a pretty good hand. Okay, have no monsters. Special summon you. Basic attack. Special hand, special one less much for hand or graveyard. That would get me barrel. Barrel. Sapphire summons even Cobalt. Yeah. Why not? Let's go for the greed play. Cobalt. Swallow. Active Cobalt Sparrow. Get me Wagtail. Fifth summon? No response. Somewhere, do I go straight into Assemble Nightingale? Or do I make Assemble Nightingale and Recital Starling? Nightingale needs these 3 it can make. Yeah, why not? Let's go for 2. U for protection. U for infinite looping. U for a bit more attack points. Go to Recital Starling. Activate your effect. Give some points to you. Activate your effect. Remove Warbler. Do I want to add any of you to hand? Hand, you can graveyards, but something about this card and the monster. I can make another. Are you limited to once per turn? You're not. Do I want to go right into my other Recital Starling? Or special monsters. Let's go into Robin just to be a little safer with the variety of what I can actually do. Now if my opponent special summons, I can do something about it. Another Dark Magician. I'm going to immediately go into protection mode, which resolves. Awesome. Summon Magician's Rod. Activates effect. They try to. Normal summon, add one spell trap from deck to your hand. That lists Dark Magician. During your opponent's turn, if you activate spell trap or effect while it's in the graveyard, one spellcaster, add this card to your hand. There's another time where I would want Effect Veiler for something else. No, I hate Dark Magician spell traps. You get nothing, sir, unless you do not have Called By. You not having Called By makes me feel safer about my Wagtail being in the grave right now. He goes into battle phase, tells me that he can't read. Good work. That's helpful. Activate the effect of Recital Starling. Trigger Sapphire. Opponent can respond, which makes me a little nervous. I'm worried about my birdie birds. Opponent thinks long and hard about this one. Activating Elixir? No? Elixir Dark Magician. You sicken me. After the effect of my Barrel Canary. Starting Wagtail. Activate the effect of Nightingale in response to that. Wait. Control. I'm not allowed to cancel that, am I? Nope, I've already mucked it up. Well, panicked. I'm not going to use Ensemble Robin's effect yet. I might still be able to save this, actually. I don't think I'm going to kill him this turn, but we can definitely do something. You get the attack points. Remove Wagtail. Take the Crow. Immediately use the Crow. You sicken me. Activate your effect. And you become the material. You attach yourself. 4 attacks, 22 attacks, 2200 points of damage, 4 attacks per turn, more than enough to just end your life. Which I'll be kind enough to do. You Eldritch scum. Sorry, mate. That's what happens when you try to mess with the best. I throw a bunch of small birds at you. No one ever sees it coming. Boral here is excited. Oh, thank God. I got tenderness. Now, finally, my deck is complete. And one more win puts me in gold. I'm a little disturbed at how well this works. I might not go first this time. I'm going second. Is this the end for our brave protagonist's win streak? My hand says maybe. This is a really bad hand. I don't want this. I don't have any birds. I don't even know what card I could draw to save this. What am I going up against? Pathfinder. Apex. I could immediately try to stop it. I won't. Gene Raider. I've never fought a Gene Raider before, and now I'm worried. Effective Numeron Wall. Control no cards. Accept Numeron Wall. Send this from hand to the graveyard. Activate Numeron Network directly from hand or deck. Once per turn during battle edge, special this card from your hand. If you do, blah. Alright, so it gets Numeron Network. Well, I'm deeply worried. I'm just gonna get slapped in this one. Sapphire Swallow would give me something. If I draw Sapphire Swallow, I can summon her and Crow and turn them into Nightingale, who can keep me safe for the turn. While I'm trying to figure a way out of that situation. But then I have no way to cycle Nightingale's material, so it's limited time. Which means I would have to turn into Zeus, which I could do. And then I'm now relying on that. Saryuja. Yeah, I'm gonna ash this. He doesn't have a called by. He's not going for a Numeron Wall? Summon Generator monster from your deck in defense position. If I draw, add something to my hand outside of drawing, he can summon a Generator monster from his deck. Special summon as many Generator tokens. If you special summon a Generator monster during your opponent's turn, special summon as many Generator tokens as possible and attack and destroy them during the end phase. Oh, you're not helpful. Oh, that just goes off regardless, huh? Alright, how much of a problem are you? Except during the draw phase, you can make your opponent summon monster from the hand or field to the graveyard, their choice. When a card is activated, quick effect, tribute 2 generators monsters, negate the activation. Is that a once per turn? Alright, so he can negate something I do. Do I have anything I can do? I have nothing. Like, I could put up Crow, but that's it. Card. I'm gonna do something really dumb. Boom. What say you now? For a second, with his stuff getting taken off the board, I thought he surrendered. Okay. If he swings with Har, I would attempt to block with Link Karibo. I have to do this. Protect me, Link Karibo. Thank you, Link Karibo. Uh-oh. Ow. God, you're not helpful. Well, I drew nothing to get me out of this situation. I just have to take this beat down, because I drew one bird. Are you gonna drag this out, guy who has lethal on board? You absolutely are. Why not? This way he knows I'm breathing. Also, he could have just gone straight into battle phase and ended this, so me responding to his extension is his own fault. That was an unfortunate opening hand. But we don't quit just because we got our shit wrecked. Absolutely blattered me. I'm going second. Let's hope I draw a better hand. I wouldn't call that better. Yeah, I'll have to see what I draw. This is decidedly not better. Lost for me back to your hand. Alright. Special summon, you can protect your hand. That uses my normal summon though. I don't like what I'm about to do, but I'm about to do it. He is prompted to respond. Max C. That's fine. Who actually helps right now? You don't. You don't. Use you to add a hand. Add barrel. Yeah, plan is for you to end up in the grave anyway. So I will give you, ow, nothing out of Maxi. I forgot about the ARF. Oh my god, he surrendered. Can't end on that. That was pathetic. Sorry for all the sounds you're hearing. It is really hot in this room. I'm cracking open a window. And I pray that no one decides to mow their lawn at 8:30. There we go. I'm going first. This is a passable hand. Any special with the from hand or graveyard. Here we go. Summon you. Use your effect. Summon Cobalt Sparrow. Sparrow's effect activates. So lets me add Wagtail to hand. Normal summon Wagtail. Special summon Assembled Nightingale using all three of you. So that way you have protection from targeting and a Wagtail as a unit. So I can keep bouncing that. Pass turn. 2 crows in hand, which isn't great, and 1 more warbler in case something goes terribly wrong. Prosperity. Opponent with the full 15. Finish the 6. I'm going to take this opportunity to kick off Wagtail. He did not have a response, which makes me feel good. Dark Armed? No, I mean that just armed. There's his called by. And a Max C. I'll check the log so I can track what he has. Pile Arm Driver. Pile Arm Dragon. And a graveyard, special this card from your hand. You can summon an Arm Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Then target one face-up monster you control. That target gains attack equal to the level of monster sent to the graveyard until the end of this turn. Only attack with one monster. Alright, so this is just a big puncher. Which tells me he was not reading the effect of my assembled Nightingale. I'm going to Arm Dragon level 7. Field graveyard. I'm going to immediately get rid of that instead of even reading it. Now I'm going to read it. Sent to the graveyard to activate the effect of an Armed Dragon. You can add one Armed Dragon from your deck to your hand. This is new. Activates the effect of Pile Armed. Sends Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. He's adding a Wind Dragon to his hand. For Unity. Very special on this card from your hand or graveyard. He has one in the graveyard thanks to me, so that's not going off. Target face-up monster. Its effects are negated. I can't be targeted. Alright, opponent's monster is destroyed by battle. Not going to happen. You equip this card to it. What do? Tempest? Guard and one Wind Dragon. And one Wind monster to the graveyard. Add a Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You can banish till 2 Wind monsters from your hand to your graveyard. Special summon this card. That's fine. This card, turn to the hand. This card is banished. You can add one Wind monster. Alright, so just a dragon that summons itself. All that, totally fine. He definitely doesn't even have anything to bring out Graham. Well, now what the hell are you doing? Galaxy Tomahawk. Attach 2 materials to special as many Battle Eagle tokens as possible. Destroy them during the end phase of this turn. Also, opponent takes no further damage this turn. Okay. So you're making a big link? Was Graham able to summon himself? Yes, it was. So if I see he's activating Graham's effect to summon itself, I will respond with Crow and banish one of his dragons. Link 2? I don't know that. The name's Harpy Lady. Watch on the field in the graveyard. If a Harpy monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy a spell trap instead. If another face of a Harpy monster you control returns to your hand, you can target special monster your opponent controls, return to the hand. I can't be targeted. I feel no danger. Link 3. Bird! I know you. Your opponent can't target this card or a winged beast monster this card points to with card effects. This card will be destroyed by battle, so he's trying to summon the wind statue. Which is fine because I play wind monsters. He's probably using Simorg to summon Barrier Statue of the Winds, which, to clarify, does not apply to me because all my monsters are wind. He makes Union Carrier, which I think he's trying to lock me out of the extra deck, maybe? You target one face monster control, equip one monster from your hand, from your deck. Blech. One monster to it from your hand or deck with the same original type or attributes. So we could have a Buster Whelp, which if he equips it to a thing, I believe locks me out of the extra deck. Nope, Thunderbird. So it's just a bigger monster. Trying to activate you. He is prompting his own responses. I was not given the opportunity to respond. Which he has more monsters than I would have had choice to affect anyway. All this neglecting the fact that Lyrilusca Symbol Nightingale cannot be targeted. And that was probably him responding to just realizing that I can't be targeted, so he had to target himself. Ashamed of what he's done, he links them all. Masquerena. That's fine. Quick effect. If there's all links in one, link monster you shows you control, including this card. You can only effect IP Masquerena once per turn. A link monster that uses this card's material cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That is all fine. Using Seymour over here. Fairy Statue of the Wind. Nope, that's a bird. And if you do negate the activation. Interesting. Negate the activation if you do destroy it. It's already in the grave, so I can't stop the destruction. I can't stop the negation. This is a bummer. This is actually backfiring super hard. Which means I am going to have to go into Zeus. Yep, Zeus it is. Actually, I can't even do Zeus, because this thing will stop me. I'm gonna have to think outside the bun on this one. Could turn it into Downerd. That still doesn't help. I don't know where to negate you, so I would need to hope to get Effect Veiler. This sucks. I need Effect Veiler. I'm sorry, why was I not prompted with the option to respond to that? With my quick effect? No, seriously, why was I not given the option to respond? Because I was of the belief I took no damage from that. Oh, right. He is Dark Ruler. And then he has the No Fun Allowed bird. So unless I draw a lot of things right now, which I didn't. Why is this not limited to once per turn? This should be limited to once per turn, as opposed to having just an infinite negation combo that's super easy to get out with Seymour. And again, going back, why was I not allowed to respond to this? There it is. Now the player's connected to monster effects. They need to put stuff like this in front. Forbidden Droplet would have helped. Maybe I should run Dark Ruler more instead of Droplet, because Droplet requires discarding, which isn't always helpful. I hate how often I draw DD Crow. I'm going second. Oh, this sucks. If you play one more card in your back row, I'm calling Eldritch. Spectred Border. Is this a galaxy? Alright, let me just read you real quick. Neither player can activate monster effects, unless the number of monster effects that player has previously activated that turn is less than the number of monster card types currently on the field. Alright, so right now we can only activate one monster effect per turn. Opponent is prompted to respond. Solemn Strike. Opponent is prompted to respond to their own response. What a weird card. Okay. Do I need droplet? Because it wasn't prompted. No, I did activate a monster effect. So now if I want to do more monster effects, I'd have to have different types of monsters, which I don't have. Opponent prompted to respond. Really? What the heck? Add one level 1 monster from deck to hand. Oh, couldn't scroll over. Let's get you out of here. Link Karibo. Now, I can activate Barrel Canary's effect. I want to target you. Goes on the hand. Yep, you. Your effect won't go off because that would be 2. Phase 2. Make the nerd. And this is to go even further beyond. Let's get you two off. Set 1. Pass turn. Oh, my heart! Don't activates Necro Valley. Don't like that. Is this just a Floodgate deck? Field's unaffected by all other card effects as long as Necro Valley is on the field. Draw until you have 3 cards in hand. Rest of turn, your opponent takes no damage. That's fine. He's looking for a way to out my Zeus. Wait. All Gravekeepers must give 500 check and defense. So why isn't Heretic... Oh, because he's unaffected by all cards. Including ones that would help him. Probably gonna take Necro Valley Throne to their hand. We'll see if that actually helps them. Nope, Pot of Extravagance. But it's not the start of main phase 1, so he can't play it. So he has to set it. Just gonna get rid of all of that. Hello, Crow. Try to floodgate me, will you? I could get back out Link Karibo. You control one level 1 monster, special summon this card from your hand. Is there anything in this grave I might need to banish? There's a Torrential, which I'm glad I didn't summon first. Yeah, I think I want Link Karibo just because. Welcome back, Linky. Let's see if this guy's got something off the top rope to save his life. He might. Raigeki. I'm in attack mode now, so nope. I am fully content to end this stream on a Zeus win. So, now that I've said I'm going to end the stream, time for the outro. If you watched the video, or nope, that's not the words. If you watched the stream, thanks for watching. If you caught the replay, thanks for watching that too. Goodbye.